Okay, hi, this is Sherry at Twisted Granite Tarot. Thanks for coming to my circle tonight. Right now we're in the midst of doing Gemini. You guys are always exciting. I look forward to reading your, not that I don't look forward to reading the others, I look forward to reading your futures. And so I hope we have a good time today, which I think we will. Okay, this is the channel that uses a horoscope pattern for a tarot diagram. We get a lot of information about a lot of different topics. That's number one. Number two, this is a calendar. This is just for your, what's it called? Little known and even less cared for facts. Oh, sorry, that's my favorite expression. But my friend Link, he researches antiquities and he puts it in his calendar. So, well, the people who are into this kind of stuff will know how things used to work. So, if we look up here, well, this is easy. December 21st is the winter solstice and Capricorn begins. It just doesn't tell me exactly what time. Mithras Day, which is a Persian holiday, and I think Persia is Iraq. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you know I'm right or I'm wrong, hit the comment button and send it to me, okay? And by the way, while you're down there, hit the subscribe button and the like button, please, because I need all y'all. Okay, and then it says Philip Wharton was born. I don't know who he was. It says 1698, founder of London's first Hellfire Club. The only thing I know about Hellfire is Stranger Things, right? When they'd have a Hellfire something there. And then aren't these Hellfire salamanders and the state of Tennessee just turned loose a bunch of them? Something like that. They're like big and fat and slimy. They sound terrible to me. But I guess nature needs them. I don't know. Alrighty, so here we got our deck. I think it's the Alan Dugan deck. What's her first name? I don't remember. But Dugan is her last name. Okay. First house is what you're thinking about today, Geminis. Money. Well, who is surprised? Oh my God, then we got a Queen of Wands. Whoa. And what's going on with you? Oh. Okay. What's going on with you is here's money. Here's business acumen. Here is the Knight of Wands. And here is, so somebody took your project and turned it into their own and they killed you. Or B, they just killed it right off the bat. So Gemini, you're full of ideas. And it looks as though you may have solicited some help or advice from some people that you admire because they have power and authority maybe, or are good in their respective fields. And what happened? They shot you down. I am really sorry about that. Now, this isn't for every Gemini out there, but some things here will resonate with some Geminis. Okay. Second house is your own money. Well, you're happy enough with your money. It pays for everything you need, according to this. Okay? Third house is communication. Wow. This is the first card of the deck. Now notice it does say 0. I don't know why they started with 0. They just did. These decks were designed originally in 1300 to 1400 in Europe, France, and Italy, and this is the way they started it back then. Maybe it's a European thing, but anyway. And also, please don't be offended if it says the Fool here. All it just means is someone with no experience. And if we take this a few steps farther, what's going on here is this person has decided to take a walk, but he has no real destination in mind. And he's hardly even sightseeing. He's looking off into the space when he's about to step off a cliff. So kids, so be careful what you say. This is what all this card is about. It's in your third house of communication. Be careful what you say. Sometimes it's best to just raise your eyebrows and go on. If you have to have a reaction, make it very subtle. All right? Because this could trip you up, because I don't know about you, but I got some air planets, and by golly, sometimes I just blurt out stuff. You probably learned a long time ago that that's not a good plan. Maybe it took me a little longer. Well, anyway, okay. So keep your plans to yourself. Maybe you learned that from that disappointing situation there. Okay, fourth house of home. Home. Are you fixing to sell your home? Are you fixing to move out? Because this person is making a decision. And it might be that there's nothing drastically wrong with the place you live, except you're tired of living there. And B, you wouldn't need a breath of fresh air. Maybe you need to reduce your rent. Good luck with that. Okay, fifth house is romance and creativity. Look. Oh, your romance just took off and left. Aw. And that left you feeling empty and abandoned. And you feel like now there's nothing for you to do except leave. So apparently the romance is gone. And so it didn't work out the way you wanted. And now you don't know what your next move is, because apparently this other person is gone, or is on her way out, or on his way out. And you were hoping it would last longer. But you know what? You're going to hate this, but that only means there's somebody else coming. Okay? Somebody else better for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, sixth house is work and health. Oh my gosh, we got the King of Cups. Oh God, look at this. Okay, why are you're worried yourself sick? You're worrying yourself sick, Gemini, over A, your work, or B, your health. Oh, are you scheduled for surgery? Are you afraid you might be scheduled for surgery? Because it will mean time off work and co-pays to pay and time. That could be all it is. Now, behind you, there are people who love you and want to help you through this, whatever this is, in the work and health. And actually, if you find out through a doctor's appointment that your health situation requires further treatment, the people at work are going to be good to you about it, because this King of Cups is all about sympathy and kindness and goodwill. Okay? So they won't be anybody mad at you. Okay? Seventh house, marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Well, so this is a sun card. So if you have a marriage partnership, it's going well. So maybe this person who left is one of your kids, you know, or just a friend left, because this indicates you have a happy partnership. Okay? Eighth house is money from other people. Oh, look at that. Okay, the Tower means that you're probably not going to get an inheritance this year. So money from other people means income tax checks, inheritance checks, lawsuit checks, insurance checks, but bonuses, that kind of thing. But look, if you were expecting one, you're already on board with probably not getting, you're already aware you probably won't get as much money as last year, because it's just not going to meet the what's the word? The formula necessary to give everybody a check. Okay? Whatever they base their bonus checks on. Okay, that's 8. This is ninth house. Oh, really? Ninth house is philosophy, religion, higher education, and long distance travel, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So guess what? one of the favorite things that you love is to be able to travel. And you want to be able to travel so that you can learn all about different cultures and different people and their habits and the ways they've adapted to their society in order for them to thrive or survive, whichever way happens. So, because Geminis have a curious mind, and they really don't like to be bored, and they don't want anything to be the same ever. You like to travel. There are some things about it you don't like, maybe, but the destination is what's important, right? Okay, that was nice. 10th house is your career. Gee willikers. Honey, are you thinking of quitting your job? So if they don't give you your bonus check, you're going to take off. So, cut. If this is work and health, I was concentrating on health in this part, but now that I see where work is going, they could have already warned people that their layoffs are coming or that pay cuts. I can't imagine a pay cut. I can't imagine. Then people will leave. Ooh wee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. And this is your house of career, but it's only one coin. So, and here down here, you're thinking of, well, should I change jobs? What have you got to lose if you can't experiment? That's okay. Experiment with opportunities. Experiment meaning research. Sorry, rephrase that. Research opportunities with other employers. And check with your friends who are in a similar line of business as you. Because the next card I'm going to throw has to do with long-term plans and friends you meet at previous employers. Swords always means messages. Tuck. So this would indicate that you need to call somebody that you used to work with to find out, are you still working at so-and-so place? And what kind of work do you do there? And do you know if they need an X? And that would just be the title of your job that you want. Because this indicates that you should call them because they're not paying you enough money. Okay? Your money pays for everything, however, for everything you need. But to be able to travel, that is additional income that you can use for yourself to be happy. Okay, 12th house. Look at that. Is this for real? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, this is what you think about when you go to sleep at night. Oh. Actually, you know what? The Queen of Cups is a symbol of kindness and love and healing properties. Okay? So that leads me to believe when you go to sleep at night, you probably don't worry about what happened that day as much as other people. Because you're confident in your abilities. Okay? Now, this is the first card I pulled out. That's a face card. I got another one. Now, this is major arcana. So kids, Gemini kids, this guy's looking for something. What do you think he's looking for? Or what do you think about when you go to sleep at night? You want another job? Do you want another husband or wife? Do you want another kid? What do you want? Because he's going to help you get it. And you can hatch. Why don't you go to sleep at night and tell yourself you want to have a dream about X? What the heck? There's such thing as lucid dreams, and there's such things as dreams that actually are views into future situations. Okay? So you've got great powers of mental telepathy and dream interpretation. Use them. Now, if I put this card in the middle, this card kind of has influence over all the rest of them. Because in order to get across the deck from one way to the other, you have to go through this guy. And this guy is the Pope. So, you Geminis have a high degree of spiritual attainment and a high degree of spirituality that you wish to attain even greater. Because you're all about intellect, you're all about air, you're all about, maybe not necessarily about science and technology, but you're definitely interested in the future and reading people's motives and looking for clues. Because you're good at it. Okay, you're good at it. So, this guy might want to make you follow the rules. All the P's and Q's at your current employment, at your current house, with your current parents. You want to follow the rules. But following the rules doesn't always work for everybody. So in general, then I would say, if you're asking, nobody's asking me, but I would give you permission to look for a new job and make sure you don't tell anybody in that office. Don't tell anybody who even comes to that office. No, because that will get around. So, this fella here keeps you straight. You know, he keeps you honest. He keeps you truthful. That's a big part of your life. Otherwise, this guy would not show up in this reading. So, congratulations. I think you have good things to look forward to here. And I hope you hit the like button and the subscribe button and the comment button and tell me what you got plans for. Okay? Thanks. This is Twisted Granny Tarot. Sherry, thanks for coming to visit. And I look forward to hearing from you and all about how things went this month. Okay? Good. Thanks. Bye.